up, everybody, man? It's Thursday night. ATL Flag Football Podcast, and we are back in the building, man. It's your boy Low, man, and we trying to hold it down one more again. Of course, you got 5-Star Sports himself, who's been quite busy. Been quite busy on this last week.
Yes.
What's up, James? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, man, you've had to learn how to count, man. Man.
You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah.
Go get you both hands and had to break out the shoes, huh? How about that, man? That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. But hey, man, 5-Star Sports, man, is cranking it up pretty soon. We're gonna chop that up here shortly. But first, man, we got to talk about the trade heard around the world. Yeah, man, the trade that was literally heard around the world, man.
I was sitting.
It was almost like one of those. Thank you. I was about to say it was almost like one of those moments of what were you doing when you heard the trade?
I was sitting at Marietta Diner with my friend Katrina, and we both got the alerts, and we looked at our phone and was like, huh? And, as we started to talk about it, the next thing you know, you start hearing conversations all over the restaurant about, that's fake. And I was like, nah, it is true. I verified it through 5 sources before I believed it. But my first reaction was like, when did we start trading franchise players in the prime of their career when they're currently the second or third best player in the league? That's unprecedented. And I don't care what nobody say. It was not an equal trade, in my opinion.
You don't think so?
I do not think so.
Tell me what you mean. Why you say that?
Well, Luka is arguably top 2 or 3.
What a fan at.
AD is not.
Somebody got it hot in here. Go ahead.
AD is not top 2 or 3.
Okay. But he's a top player, you would say, right? Top 10?
Top tier, yes.
Top 10? Not T, top 10?
Top 10? Probably closer to 10 than 5,
All NBA player, though, right?
Yeah.
There's a limited number of all NBA players.
What's the age difference between the two?
6 years?
Yeah, 25 and 31.
Yeah.
So, you're almost out the pasture a couple more years. And then you get back a 2029 first round draft pick. What? 2029?
Right.
So I don't think it was an equal trade because I feel like Luka was the better player. But I was shocked. And then I wanted to Google it before I said it, but I heard something today about the guy from Dallas possibly saying that was a mistake. So that's why I was trying to find.
What guy from Dallas?
The one that traded him.
The GM?
The GM. Nick, or what his name? Yeah.
Nico Harrison or something like that.
Yeah.
He said it was a mistake?
That's what I was trying to find. But it was crazy.
I was waiting to hear anything from, has anybody heard anything from, what's his name? The
Cuban?
Mark Cuban?
Cuban said he found out they called him right before they announced it.
He's a minority owner now. Yeah,
so
he don't have to say so no more.
They didn't even tell him about it.
No, I was just curious whether or not he knew about it.
They told him right before they made it.
They must didn't trust it. He would keep it quiet.
Well, he didn't agree with it, definitely.
Well, I know he didn't agree with it, but I'm just saying.
That's probably why.
They probably didn't trust he would keep it quiet because he didn't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, we were sitting here, man, in the office at the club, and I saw it come across. I was watching, the 4 games on YouTube TV. So I was watching the full screen, and on one of the screens, it came up. And I was like, I read that wrong. I was like, I had to read that wrong. But then later on, it came again on one of the other screen. I was like, wait a minute. That's why I got the remote, had to hit the volume like, is this real? And then it popped up on the other. I was like, oh, this is crazy, man. I would have never, didn't see that coming in any shape, form, or fashion. Yes. I mean, that's, I guess nobody saw it coming. It was the first time that's ever happened where 2 top, they quote 2 top 5 NBA players, 2 all NBA players are traded for each other mid-season. Now, I don't know if I totally agree with what you said, who won the trade, over one-sided, because I think a healthy AD is a baller, right? And AD with Kyrie, I could see making some noise. I mean, that's a pretty dangerous tandem, you know. Naturally, I think long term, I think the Lakers probably got the better of the deal long term, but I wouldn't sleep on that, and then Kyrie, I have my little thing with Kyrie because I think he's such an arrogant guy, and
But aren't we looking at two players that, when they're healthy, definitely great, but two players that constantly stay hurt and could both go out, and then
they both stay hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
No question.
So now Kyrie and AD could both go out, and you have nothing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Luka and AD.
No.
You talking about
I
Kyrie?
know Luka stay hurt, but I'm talking about Kyrie too.
And AD. Yeah. I mean, they definitely. AD has been the healthiest he's been, these last 2 seasons, and I think pairing up with LeBron has helped that a lot. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, Dallas is like what 10th or 11th right now. So they're in bad shape. So could they really bring themselves back up?
I thought Golden State was 10th.
No, I know Dallas is down there. That's what I'm saying. They're 10th or 11th. They, wherever Golden State is, Dallas is right beside them. They're both shooting. They're both pretty low right now. So you brought up Golden State. So now with Jimmy Buckets,
I think that elevates them instantly to trying to be in the playoffs.
Why do you think that though?
Because he is a good player.
Okay.
He was disgruntled for whatever issue they had over there. But aside from that, he was a great player in Miami. They just never had the help around him. So now going to a team, when you got Steph, you got Steph. But he has way more help in Golden State than he had in Miami. He was basically carrying Miami. So I think now pairing him over there with those players, that puts them in a position to go on a run to be in the playoffs and not just the last seed.
So you feel like this Jimmy Butler over the last 2 seasons carried Miami?
What else did Miami have?
Tyler Hero and a bunch of team players. Yeah, I don't. Jimmy Butler to me has been when they say they call him playoff Jimmy, that's for a reason. Because really, one time he shows up. But during the regular season, man, I don't know if I would quantify him as somebody that carries a team. You know what I mean? But he's somebody that has shown to be a cancer to a team if he don't get his way.
Yeah.
I mean, he's shown to be that kind of a person. But I don't know if I would say Jimmy Butler carries a team. You know what I mean? I mean, I think he's a good player. I don't put him in the category of great. I think playoffs, he's a dynamic player. But I don't put him in the category as a great player. I think he's a very efficient player. He has a very mean defensive tenacity. He can get you buckets. But Jimmy Butler can score 28, 30 points and then come back and give you 8 the next game. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. When I look at people that carry a team, I don't see Jimmy Butler as that guy.
At that team in Miami, I mean, until recently, he didn't have anything.
Ted said all he brings is attitude and defense. I agree. He brings attitude. He brings defense. I don't think he carries a team. Go ahead.
Now I don't think he's going to carry Golden State, but I think he's going to plug in there to now turn Golden State into a piece that was missing that'll push them into the playoffs and make them legitimate when they get there.
I mean, where they're going right now, unless they do some kind of, they're going to have to be the play-in. They're going to be a play-in team unless they go on some crazy run on the second half of the season. But the fact that he did go ahead and sign, and this is all it really was about was money for him. They really already signed. I think he said he wasn't going to sign with them. He still signed a 2-year with $111 million. I think they crazy to give him that kind of money. But how old is Jimmy Butler?
I'm not sure.
Huh? Is he 32? Dang. He seems like he just seems so much older. But I don't know, man. I think he could be an efficient player for him. I think I won't say he can't elevate them, help elevate them. But it was interesting though to see how KD didn't want to go back to Golden State, and I wonder how much of that was the Draymond thing or the fact that the reputation thing. You know what I mean? You got your two with them. Everybody criticized you for joining a team that put you out. You won 2 championships. Now, and you went out there to see if you could do it on your own, and you clearly, and I've said this from day one about KD, he's never been that guy to carry a team to the ship. You know what I mean? And he's a dynamic player. Yes, he is. But it's hard to be that good and not help a team that just won 73 games the year before. So I just can't. And I think he took that scrutiny to heart and felt like, let me go out here and show y'all, and he ain't been able to do it. And Phoenix, when they went to Phoenix, we thought for sure you teamed up with that squad, and they horrible. They like what, 8th, 9th? Dwayne was Phoenix. They down. They kind of low too, ain't it? So it's a highway robbery at its finest. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man.
Well, I just got some news. Patrick Surtain won Defensive Player of the Year. Saquon Barkley won Offensive Player of the Year.
That wasn't a surprise.
Ben Johnson won Assistant Coach of the Year.
Is that still on right now?
What? The NFL Honors?
The NFL Honors.
I don't know. Oh, it's going on right now? I didn't know that.
It's tonight.
Jaden Daniels won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Had to.
And
yeah, there, go right there, Dwayne.
That's all the updates that I have for so far. I guess they're dragging it out.
Yeah, all those are obvious ones right there.
Joe Burrow got Comeback Player of the Year.
Was he hurt last year?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
because he had to give him something. Yeah, none of those sound like surprises to me.
Who do you think is going to win that coveted
MVP?
League MVP? We know it's not Saquon, so you can take that out the mix.
Well, let me say this. It should have been Saquon, in my opinion.
Elaborate.
Well, because I hate the fact they've turned the NFL MVP award to a quarterback award. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a quarterback award. Saquon Barkley got 2,000 some odd yards this year. Could have easily been NFL rushing leader. You know what I mean? Even if you take out the last game, look how many games they pulled him early throughout the game because they were blowing people out. So he easily could have been NFL rushing leader. But Philadelphia took a nosedive last year. Mm-hmm. This kid comes to your team and in 1 year made y'all the number 2 seed and really close to number 1 seed. I mean, he's totally changed your entire team. Mm-hmm. I mean, totally. And keep in mind, you're playing alongside a guy that had he not got injured 3 years ago would have been NFL MVP and Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was going to be the MVP that year, and he got hurt those last 3 games.
That is true.
And it took him out the MVP race. You know what I mean? So I don't think Lamar, although Lamar's stats were phenomenal, all right, I would have taken Saquon over both of them because I think Saquon has literally changed that team. I think Lamar, based on all the prognostications, Lamar's going to win it because he won he was the first team quarterback, and they said the first team quarterback usually wins the MVP. You know, it's hard to take him out if he was first team, but he also had a 2,000-yard monster. Not hand the ball off, and you don't think that makes your job a lot easier?
But because he's duplicated this performance before, I don't think that it should hinder him from winning that award.
That's why if between the two, I would give it to Josh Allen because he has less weapons. You know what I mean? you got a 2,000-yard monster back here. You know what I mean? And then the receiving core, you got a all-pro tight end. You got another kid who's on the verge of being all-pro tight end. And you got decent receivers. You know what I mean? It ain't like they were all garbage. It ain't like, but Josh Allen has lost his number one receiver. And they lost a lot of pieces. The defense had to reconstruct. I mean, I just think if I had to vote, it would have been Josh Allen. No. Well, if I had to vote, it would have been Saquon Barkley number one. But in between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson this year, I would have taken Josh Allen. And I think a lot of it, some of it may be the fact that we too many times take away from the greatness of some players. Because everybody knows LeBron's a 4-time MVP. But could easily be an 8-time MVP. They took awards from him. They didn't want to continue to see him winning it. You know what I mean? So, I think something at the same point I feel about Lamar. It's like y'all robbed other people who should have been MVP. I mean, and then you look at somebody like Patrick Mahomes, man, that had the stats, but his team went 16-1. That's not an accident. So, and had his team made the playoffs, he probably would be a serious candidate for MVP. So, but I really do hate that they turned that to a straight quarterback award. I really do hate that. I think that's unfortunate because I don't think the quarterback should win it every year. Not every year. Especially when you got running backs and some of these receivers even have done. You give them the offensive player of the year just to satisfy them, but. Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to get that at this point. A defensive player to get NFL MVP. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. I'd be surprised. 2 years ago, he won. Oh, horrible. Facts. No, facts. Facts. No, one player can. No. I'm not saying he can't. But I'm just saying the way these voters are now, I just doubt it'll happen because the offensive league that's what it is, the offensive league. But you asked that question, James, because you feel like it's supposed to be who, Lamar?
I would give it to Lamar. I don't think Josh is not deserving, but I would give it to Lamar.
Because?
I think he outperformed him. And I still, again, we had Henry back there. But I don't think Lamar's receiving core was spectacular.
It was better than Buffalo's. Better than Buffalo's. Oh, by far. Yeah, by far. I just think Josh Allen. He's definitely due, and I right. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying about even with Lamar and all. I mean, with LBJ, you know what I mean? Like I said, he was robbed of a couple of them. And honestly, I didn't think Lamar should win it last year. Lamar's stats last year really weren't that good, but based on everybody else's stats, he was comparable, you know what I mean? But nobody really had breakout seasons, you know what I mean? But I think they kind of gave it to him last year only because his stats were better than the previous years. And now this year, his stats are better than those 2 years. So it's like an obligation to give it to him. But I don't agree with that, you know what I mean? And I love the brothers, but I wouldn't do it this year. So, anyhow, enough of that. Trade will be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Luka does with the Lakers. Old prime time. Everybody reading their own books. It look like, huh? Yeah. Second round. But you always don't get the Lakers no love though, Dwayne. You didn't think they playing good ball right now. They won 9 of the last 11 games, man. I mean they're playing. They're playing impressively well right now, and they did it without most of the games came without AD. So I'm really shocked with him, man. I think if him and Luka can figure out how to play together, I don't know, man. And they just got a center. I don't know how good he is. Second round still. God, dog.
So do you think?
As long as they don't match up against Denver the first round, I don't know if I don't know if they can beat Denver. Denver got that number. But if they can get that 4-5 slide against Denver, I don't know. I think it could be dangerous. What you about to say, James?
I say, so do you think possibly the Lakers was thinking like, you know what? LeBron might be gone next year, so we go ahead and get our superstar now.
No, I think LeBron would have. It would have been he wouldn't have questioned being there. I got Flag Football Players of the Year. I don't think LeBron would have any question about not being there without this trade. I think this trade, if anything, is what triggered him to think about, well, dang, should I stay?
I mean, like the Lakers may be tired to move on.
The Lakers are still they're about the business of winning, but they're also about the business of making money. And this is, unlike, your owner who has oil and all this other stuff, this is what the Lakers do. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. You don't hear about them doing all these other endeavors and getting their money from oil and all the other junk. You know what I mean?
There was a meme the night of the Luka trade with Jerry sitting back in the chair saying, "Oh, thank God I'm not the most hated GM in Dallas right now."
What's up, brother? We doing the show. We live.
Oh, okay. Oh. He was excited saying that he wasn't the most hated GM in Dallas at that point.
Oh, that's funny. Tez, I hope Philadelphia win. He said, who y'all got in the Super Bowl? I'm rooting for Philadelphia only because I like to see Jalen Hurts win one. I think that'd be kind of cool. I love Jalen Hurts' story. All the doubts, all the stuff he's been through to get to this point. I think it's, I like things like that. I like to see those kind of players overcome. And I don't want to see the Chiefs run a three-peat. I've always believed that the football gods don't allow three-peats anymore. So, so I'm rooting for the Eagles. Would I be surprised if the Chiefs win? Of course not. As long as number 15 is on the field, these guys got a chance. But the Philadelphia Bulldog got a mean front line. The Philadelphia Bulldogs got a mean front line, and if you can get the Patrick Mahomes with the 4, that's the only way to beat them. If you can get to him with 4, Tampa Bay showed that blueprint. If you can get to him with 4, you can beat them. So it should be interesting. Who you got, James?
So I'm at a crossroads. One, I do not want Patrick Mahomes to get the three-peat because, of course, that would be a record we didn't get when we had the opportunity because of stupidity. So I would not want them to get that record before us. But then on the other side, we absolutely despise the Eagles organization.
Right.
But if the Eagles win, it will continue to solidify our division with the most Super Bowl wins in NFL history. The NFC East, with Dallas leading the way. So, and then they would now not be the only team without multiple Super Bowls because everybody else has them but the Eagles. So that's something we could continue to rub in their face, but then would lose it. But it really doesn't matter to me who wins, but if I had to throw my weight to one side over the other, I guess I would have to go ahead and root for 100% versus 50%.
Interesting.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it is, 100 versus half. So let's go with the 100, especially given the current climate of things right now. So, we'll go ahead and go for that brotherly love.
Gotcha. Yeah, Chris Jones a difference maker, Ted. No question about that. Chris Jones, absolute monster. I mean, and he's gonna make it hard over there for Philly. But if Philly gets Saquon going, that's gonna be the difference in the game. They got to be able to run the football effectively with Saquon. He ain't got to run for 200 yards, but he got to do it just enough to let Jalen Hurts, throw the ball But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. I really do think it's gonna be a pretty good Super Bowl. I did want to see the Baltimore Philly Super Bowl. That's what I was hoping for.
I wanted Baltimore Buffalo.
I thought, yeah, I wanted Baltimore Philly.
I'm sorry. I wanted Washington Buffalo.
Well, I knew Washington wasn't gonna make it. Washington superseded themselves this year. Mm-hmm. They weren't there. I don't. What happened to them in the championship game is what would happen to them in the Super Bowl. If they would have made, they would have got blown out. They overachieved. So I think they're a team. They're gonna be a problem for the next few years. But it would have been boring watching them get destroyed in the Super Bowl. But I'm happy to see that kid. You know, I don't like the team at all. I never rooted for them. But anyway, so there you have it, man. A little off the field stuff, man. So James, you've been doing a whole lot of writing, man. 5-Star Sports, man. We had a whole lot of conversation, and there's been a conversation, James, for the last few years about why is James destroying Atlanta flag football, and why won't James allow one league. And why won't we have one league in flag football? And so this conversation been going on and on and on. And so James, just curious, man. How many leagues we got right now in the Atlanta area that you're aware of?
For 8-man flag football?
For 8-man flag football.
We have one.
We have one league. Is that right?
We have one.
And in this one league, James, are there any teams that's not allowed to be in this league?
No, there is not.
Wow.
All teams are welcome into the league.
Wow.
And we're excited. We're happy that we have the teams that we have this season. And you know, I think that this is the biggest number by far that we've had. You know, if you guys may or may not have seen, I've put it out on Facebook. This is actually our 10th season anniversary.
Oh, wow.
10 consecutive seasons of 8-man flag football for 5-Star Sports. And so we are happy and we're excited about that. So we've started to put things in place to celebrate that 10th season. Because we started in spring of 2022 with 5 teams. Those teams were 4 Predators, Banditos, Patriots, and Get With It. That was our inaugural opening season for 5-Star Sports.
Banditos. Forgot about the old Banditos, man. What happened to old Banditos?
You know. And now we now boast 21 teams in our 10th season anniversary.
Wow.
And that's amazing. That I don't even think that I even thought that it would ever be at that number. But we're at 21 teams. We're very excited about that. I can actually run through the list of teams.
Could you have ever imagined you'd be having this conversation though?
No.
From 10 seasons ago, man, when you were adamant about I'm just doing this as a field gap.
It was just to help out, and I had no intentions. And here we are.
Here we are, huh?
And I'm excited. I guess the people can finally say they've gotten what they've asked for. Everybody playing in one league, and we now have one league. So we don't have to ever hear that conversation again. Or can we just have one league? We have one league. And I'm going to do my best to make it a good league and make sure everybody enjoys playing in that league.
I think some people didn't realize, James, that when you first started, and I say some people, some of these teams, several of these teams never played in ASC or MAFA or what was one after that?
A-Town. And
some of them didn't play in
Golden.
Golden was MAFA.
MAFA, okay.
Yeah, some of them never played in that. So, you know, people who? Yeah, well, either time. I'm just saying some of them teams that you had and have weren't familiar with all that stuff. So a lot of them didn't know what all the hoopla was about in the first place. You know what I mean? They've been only told about all this other stuff, but some of them had no clue. they weren't around. So but go ahead. You about to say?
No. I'm just saying, it's exciting. I may not show it with all that, but I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm happy that we ended up being able to achieve a unified league in Atlanta flag football. So now it's just about continuing to grow and build. I have 2 more teams that I'm now developing to be able to add to the summer league. So, we might possibly could get. The goal is to maybe get to 24 if everybody returns.
Okay.
Because some teams sit out and take seasons off, but so it's just about building, expanding. Because I know that there are still more players in the Atlanta area that would love to play flag football. And, so there are new teams that can be formed. There are additions to teams that are currently there that need to replenish as people age out and retire. So, we just want to keep pushing forward to keep Atlanta flag football relevant and continue to have opportunities to send teams to nationals to bring back championships.
That's what's up. So you're about to announce some of those, your teams that's coming in this spring season, huh? But again, as a recap real quick, man, 5-Star Sports League has, I think James just said, 21 teams, man. There's officially one league. What everybody's been clamoring for and criticizing and all that stuff, there's officially one league, folks. So there you have it.
So we have 2 divisions. Normally, you guys know that the schedule will have already been out. But with 21 teams and, an odd number on the other side makes the schedule a little bit more challenging to make sure you get that right matchup without somebody missing out on the game or having to play the same team twice. So, but what I can tell you is that we have 10 teams in the pro division, and we have 11 teams in the comp division. In our comp division, we have Big Swamp Bucks, DOA, Fly By Night, Georgia Raiders, The Return of Goon Squad, LOZ, Paid in Full is back this season, The Return of the legendary all-world Brady and the Patriots, United, a first team to the league, TYB, True Young Bosses, and another new
Wait. Say it again. What did you just say?
True Young Bosses.
That's a team name?
Lord have mercy. If Angelo don't like your team, that's not good for your record. You
I
don't like your team name, that has not proved good for records. If he comes out against those names, those teams don't do well.
I just want to make sure I just heard what I heard. That's all.
You did. And
I just want to make sure I understood or heard it correctly. So the name of the team is TYB,
which stands for True Young Bosses.
Okay. And it beats the devil out of. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm talking about. It definitely beats that team name.
And then to round out, we have another new team called Zoo Atlanta. So that will round out our...
Now, Zoo Atlanta going to be another version of... what was that team? What was that team that we scrimmaged that time?
Moneyball?
Moneyball. Is that another version of Moneyball?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know from what I'm hearing, there are a lot of talented athletes in Zoo Atlanta. And Sydney has an eye for talent, according to what he says on IG. So, yeah, we'll have to see, won't we?
Won't we? Yeah, yeah.
And then over in the pro division, we have 404 Outlaws, Georgia Elite, Georgia Smoke, Joe World, New Jack, a team that has started to step their game up, Outsiders, Predators, Rare Form Remains, Shockwave, and YB. Those are our pro division teams.
Okay.
So that's going to be I suspect a great season out of this.
I would say so.
So,
It's going to be a good question, especially for that pro division. That pro division, boy.
I feel like it should be earned.
Okay.
Last year we did 6. Why not continue with 6?
Interesting.
Playtime's over. It's the big league. You want to be up there, get up there. Don't come trying dragging in at the bottom, wishing on the wing and a prayer. So we're teetering between 6 and 7. If we do 7, of course, that number 1 seed gets that first round bye. And then what if we do 6? So we're teetering between the two. We'll have those. We'll have that determination made by the time we drop week 1 schedule.
Okay.
But yeah.
Interesting. So, are you anticipating inter-conference games since you have 10 teams?
Week 3.
So there will be still.
It'll still be 1 week of inter-conference games, and
with
that'll
2
be
games. And
2 games. That'll be week 3.
So that means you won't play everybody in your division then.
Yeah.
In your league.
It'll
be 2 teams you don't play, right?
Yeah. Because if the 22nd team had been prepared, then it would have been straight division play all the way through.
Gotcha.
Because it would have been 11 and 11. But with 10 and 11, that would leave you guys with needing 1 game. And so that would have to make y'all play somebody in your division play.
Sound like my buddy team didn't come back, huh?
Who? I reached out on several occasions, but no, he didn't quite make it back. And I was disappointed because he said he was coming back. But since we've started, we haven't seen an 0 for team return the next season. So
stall him out.
Yeah, the offers don't tend to come back.
Oh, yeah. Hard to keep Jugger motivated like that, man, unless you already.
I tell people that all the time. You going 0 and 10, claiming that you're legit versus saying we just go start from scratch and see where it takes us.
What? T.O. showed up to a ceremony? Yeah, it's especially when you made
He need that money. He need that recognition.
When you made the mistake of choosing to go in the pro last season, which was a horrible decision. I was actually hoping they came back and went and tried out the. Wait a minute, Sterling made it? Oh man, what? Sterling! And that's great news.
Finally.
Oh, Shannon gonna break down in tears tonight, boy. Shannon gonna cry like a baby tonight. Nah, that's deserving, man. That's deserving. That's deserving. I'm very happy. Oh, Ray Lewis gonna ball him. Yeah, I'm happy to see that. He deserved it, bro. Eric Allen, good deal. Green Eyes. Eric Allen was a bad boy.
Who were the other ones they already announced? I missed them.
They announced one, Jared, the lineman, Jared Allen.
Okay. Oh,
Jared, Sterling.
Oh, it's only
Jared
3
Allen.
so far.
Yeah. Antonio Gates. Okay.
Okay.
Big play Gates.
Okay.
Yeah, that's deserving.
Yes.
He was a big boy too.
They better call. I know what they better call that name though. Stop playing.
What name?
Number
Hines
20
Ward, the name they should be calling.
Number 28.
And Hines Ward, the one they should be calling. They keep stiffing Hines, man. Hines gonna have to get on that veteran. He gotta get that veterans thing now. I'm happy for Sterling Sharp. Sterling would have been one of the greatest of ever without the injury, man. I mean, back
So
then.
it's only 4?
Back then, they need to be though, because a couple
They're
times.
only doing 4?
The last 2 years they overloaded that jump.
Wow, that's a ripoff. No, Darren Woodson should have made it. Darren Woodson.
The safety.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
No, he definitely should have made it. He had more Super Bowls than every person they just named.
That doesn't make you a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but his numbers prove it.
I mean, Darren was a good player.
When we look at his numbers compared to some of the ones that are in there, he's better than them. But he made an impact while he was playing. He won't just know run of the mill. Yeah, that's just hate.
I get. That's not even for me. It ain't even a cowboy. And I
Why
cannot
he in it's
stand that
cowboy
team,
hate,
but
because he definitely deserved to be in.
But he was a baller.
He was a big baller.
He was a
John
baller.
Lynch is in, and he was way better than John Lynch. And the numbers show it by way better. So yeah, that's cowboy hate. That's all that is.
Okay. There might be some truth to that. Anyway, has he made it to?
He was a finalist.
To the finalists?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I still say Hines. Hines is the one that's getting screwed though. Hines Ward should be a Hall of Famer. I mean, come on, man. That chain rules because of Hines Ward. Hey, man. So anyway, so you got. Yeah, I know, right?
From what team? Oh.
Well,
I mean, but
Ben ain't naturally
Darren
gonna get
is
in,
like literally the last piece of that Super Bowl that didn't get in. Everybody else from that era got in. And he wasn't. He never caused it. He was the model citizen back there.
Well, you know, they did try to slow the wing down for two organizations, the two or three organizations with the most Super
But
Bowls.
if we earn it, if the players
No, I
earn it,
agree.
they deserve to be
I
in there.
agree, but they slowed it down for us too. You know what I mean? So you know, they do try to slow it down. You been to Canton? Man, it's a dope experience. It's a really, really dope experience. To see all those helmets, man, to see that junk, man, it was really kind of eerie, man. You know what I mean? It was really cool, though. It was a really cool experience, man. If you haven't been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you should make that trip, man. It was really, really dope. Calling the plays in there and all that stuff, man. That was kind of cool. So, you said last thing I think we said was it's going to be 1 week. Week 3 is going to be the interconference.
Week 3 is the interconference schedule.
Okay.
And then you can't say that because just because somebody put it out there that they wanted y'all don't mean that I gave
Who
y'all.
said they wanted us? Do it. No, they did not. Stop it. Yeah, he played one season, think he know the system.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I was just getting rid. I was just finishing up week 1.
I love if I want to be the target.
Listen,
Yeah.
I cannot.
Who
honor
said it though? Who said
all
it?
of these ridiculous requests that I've been getting? You know, I mean, I'm not saying that.
Is that right?
I mean, it's been a lot of people been called out. You know, People calling out. They want to see LOZ. People calling out. They want to see Joe World. People calling out. They want to see Shockwave. Somebody called out. They wanted to see New Jack. I mean, it's just been a lot of people calling.
But a brand, this team said they called it. They did though. That's true.
What?
He called us out online. I ain't see it. So.
Well, some of this was in my DMs, not online. So,
okay.
yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of interesting matchups this season. But I did just create the first week's matchup.
Okay.
I can release those details.
Oh man,
that's what I was just getting together.
Here we go.
So
live on the podcast,
I'm not giving you times, but I'm giving you matchups.
Catching this live. ATL Flag Football podcast. Breaking news. Breaking news. Week 1 schedule.
So, in no specific order or time, we're going to start with the comp division.
Okay.
Big Swamp Bucks will face Zoo Atlanta. Zoo Atlanta.
I got Swamp Bucks. I'm doing early prediction on that.
Okay, so we want to go ahead with the predictions?
We don't have to. I'm picking that one. I'm picking that one. Do I smell an 0-10 season coming along? Let's go. Let's go. Right,
listen. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to see this. Not 0-10. For who? I mean, there's a couple of people that can fall in that category for real. But so like I said, we'll have Swamp Bucks open up against Zoo Atlanta. We'll have Zoo Atlanta. Second game will be against DOA. You want to call that one too against Zoo Atlanta?
I got DOA.
You tune in. So you sending Zoo Atlanta on 0-2 on opening week?
Starting off. They starting off rough.
Or either watch the podcast. I just announced your schedule.
They starting off rocky.
It's in the real talk.
They sit there and got rid of.
What's the number for calling?
44500-1605. 404-500-1605.
I'm gonna text it to you because I think he needs to defend himself. 44500. What is it?
1605.
05. All right, I text it to you. Yeah. Okay. And then we have TBY. Against Big Swamp Bucks.
No, TBY sound like that ice cream thing. That's why I hit it.
The yogurt company.
That's why I hit the first time. I said, repeat that name again.
Then we got DOA.
Wait a minute, TBY, who they got?
TBY has Big Swamp Bucks.
Okay.
And then we got
Swamp Bucks get started off 2-0. Go ahead.
Wow, okay. We got DOA at Fly By Night.
Hey, man, I thought Fly By Night wasn't coming back. They changed their mind. When they weren't on the list last week, right? Okay, that's what I thought. I just make sure I ain't even hit it earlier.
They were on the original list, but
no, I thought they weren't. I thought you announced they weren't coming back.
Remember I put question marks?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I missed that.
When I said question mark, there was a few question marks.
Copy that.
All right. So DOA and Fly By Night. Then we got
who in Fly By Night again?
DOA.
Ice cream. Oh, I thought you said ice cream.
Versus Fly By Night.
LOZ.
Ice cream.
LOZ getting called out as well.
And then we got
ain't nothing anyone. Who called me all out, John? Speak on it, man. Who called LOZ out?
LOZ is playing.
Did they play last season?
Yes, they played last season.
Okay. Who calling y'all out, John? Let's talk about it.
And then we got, who was 9 and 10? We got United at TBY. We have
United gonna get that one. Dang on. You're gonna start off 0-2 too.
We got Fly By Night at Georgia Raiders.
That should be a good game.
We got
Trash Juice. Damn, who got
wait a minute,
called
somebody called somebody trash juice.
Dang. Let the
Who the
game,
trash
let the
juice?
games begin. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Who trash juice, guys?
I don't
Let
know.
us know so we can make sure they have a response.
Yeah. Make sure we get that week 2 matchup.
Right? Who made the comment?
Ramel called somebody trash juice.
Ramel. Ain't he from Outsiders? I think Ramel is from Outsiders. Yep, I just see it. He from Outsiders. I see him. Well, Ramel, keep that same energy when we announce y'all opponents. Let's see, 9 to 10. So United at TVY, and then we got Fly By Night at Georgia Raiders, and then we have the Patriots at United.
Brady. Boot, Brady. Coming back.
Then we have Goon Squad, Georgia Raiders at Goon Squad.
That could be a good matchup.
And then we have 7 and 8. Paid in Full at Patriots. Then we got Goon Squad at LOZ. And then we have LOZ at Paid in Full.
Okay.
So that is your week 1 openers for the...
Everybody playing?
Huh?
Everybody playing week 1?
Uh-huh.
All teams?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's playing week 1.
Okay.
Everybody. And then on over to the Pro Division. We have, again, none of this is in any specific order. I haven't put the times in yet. So I have to look. We'll open up with 404 at the Predators.
Okay.
Then Predators will see Joe World.
Okay. This is gonna be the revamped Joe World.
We have New Jack at 404.
Good week 1 matchup.
Then we have Joe World at Rare Form.
Oh, boy, I thought you were about to say Joe World, New Jack. Well, I'm about to be like, ooh, wait.
You gotta save that.
You gotta say that, right?
We got Smoke at New Jack.
Okay.
Then we got Rare Form at Smoke.
Okay.
Then we got Georgia Elite at Shockwave.
I like it.
Then we got Shockwave at Outsiders.
I like that one too.
Then we have YB at Georgia Elite. And then we have Outsiders at YB. So, what they say, baptism by fire?
So who the Red Form got again? The 2 games they got.
Rare Form has Smoke and Joe World.
Okay.
And Outsiders have Shockwave and YB.
Okay.
So
That sounds good, man. That's good. That's gonna be a week 1 coming on fire.
yeah, I can tell you one of the games of the week. You know, we might have that.
Gotta be 404 New Jack.
That
Gotta be. I mean,
404 New Jack is definitely
gotta be.
one of the games of the week.
Yeah, gotta be.
So go to sleep early on Saturday so you can be there at 8 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, gotta be.
But that's going to be a good matchup. I think that's going to be a good matchup. I also think Smoke and New Jack will be a good matchup for people to see.
It should be interesting for sure.
And yeah. Outsiders in Fort YB, I'm interested in.
Out 404 naturally, 404 New Jack is gonna be such a good game because they both are deep in athletes, so that should be a really good matchup.
I'm still trying to figure out who Trash Juice is. Who we talking about over there?
I don't know if he was talking about LOZ. Was he talking? That's the only one that got a name on here. I don't know why we call them Trash Juice. Ain't LOZ don't ever talk about nobody that I'm aware of.
No, I ain't never heard them.
So I'm not sure who. I love outsiders just keeping it 100. No, you supposed to. I would expect nothing less. But outsiders y'all showed improved last season, so this should definitely be a good one. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Red Form played pro last year though, didn't
They did.
they? Yeah.
They had some setbacks. Some big setbacks.
So and they volunteered to come back up.
They did.
Stay up.
They did. They
Respect.
I definitely reminded them that it was not mandatory, and they was like, "Yeah, we good."
Respect.
So,
I respect that.
they're ready to see what happens.
I'm glad outsiders decided to go ahead and go up. That's good.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Rare Form is trash juice. Gotcha. Oh, I should have known. Y'all got a heated rivalry. My bad. I should have known that, huh? That's right.
Not Rare Form trash.
That's right. They don't care for each other too tough. I like that. I like they keep that junk going too, boy. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Oh, that's gonna be heated, man. I like it. The comp division, I think, is gonna be it's gonna be a good division. I think from the names you listed, the cream is gonna rise to the top in that division.
So
you know what I mean? I don't
preseason prediction. Just glancing, nothing. I don't know anything, but I would just say coming into this season, if I'm looking at this, I would have
United
to say
to lose.
Thank you. He said it first.
It's United to lose.
This would have to say that, and once the
and
games are playing,
it's yours to lose, United.
Something can happen, but I would have to say this is
just
United.
Just from a blind's eye view.
Just from a blind's eye
seeing what
view.
everybody did last year, seeing what coming back, who the teams are. I would say it's United to lose. You know what I mean? Raiders would be next up, simply because they've been there, done that before. You know what I mean? I think they're more comfortable. They'll be more comfortable down there. DOA, I think is gonna be. It can make noise.
I think the wild card for me.
Yeah, who's your wild card?
Would be Goon Squad, because
Fly by Night did.
The championship was Outsiders and United.
No, United lost. United lost to Fly by Night. Remember? We thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, well weren't they missing people though? I believe United was missing people.
No,
they did. But when we look at the records, Fly by Night's record was not for where they should. But they did beat them. I ain't sleeping.
They did
beat them hands down.
I see Joe World and Outsiders in the ship. I wouldn't put money on that one.
Joe World and
Outsiders. But I respect it.
Ooh, I probably, if I was
a betting man,
Vegas will be back this season, so
yeah.
they'll be accepting that bet. They'll take all your money on that, and I think everybody in the league will take your money on that bet. That those two teams will be there. Not saying one of the two may not, but to see both of them there,
come up and make it to the ship will be very impressive. Outside, that's all I'm gonna say. If you come up and make it to the ship first season out, that'd be I'm
not saying that Outsiders couldn't make it.
I'm not saying they aren't either.
I'm not saying Joe World can't make it to the ship.
Would be very
I just don't know that both of those teams would be making it to the ship. That would be interesting.
Boss said he tripping. He said smoking. Hey man, believe in yourself. Well, I think they made a song about that. So you know what I mean. But I think Joe World got some. I'm sure Joe World gonna be loaded as always, but they got some. They lost some pieces
to prove.
Huh?
The United says they have a lot to prove this season, and they come in to show everybody.
Hey, as well they should. Because I got there early last season to watch that championship that didn't happen. I was looking forward to that championship game, and they didn't make it happen.
I think we all were.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I definitely think they will be my odds-in favorite right now.
How many games you see Patriots winning this season?
It's hard for me to say that right now because I I have no idea who we got. Yeah, I mean, to start over again. Yeah, to start over again is not the easiest task. You know what I mean? Does he have more than 12 on his roster? I'm not James. Has his roster? I guess it's too early to tell.
John says LOZ and Goon Squad in the championship.
Okay.
Okay, LOZ in the championship.
Okay.
Interesting.
And why Goon Squad though, John? Just curious.
That's interesting, John.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Is that not giving props to other teams? So you rather do it to somebody who ain't really been there, or you really believe that? Not your own team. I feel you gotta believe in your own team, but what about Goon Squad? Just curious.
outsiders are there for sure. Because, I mean, when we look at teams historically, right? LOZ has not come through when we've expected them to.
Gotta believe something gets right.
And I think the most games they've won so far is 4. I like it.
You talking about the
LOZ.
LOZ.
Yeah, so
LOZ always they will start off really really strong,
You know,
and then kind of
they've had a lot of potential, and I thought in seasons past that they would come in and dominate, but they haven't done that. Is that Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, Snoop hosting.
Sell out.
Yeah, he
okay.
hosting.
So I mean, hey, that would be a great thing to see, but just feel that way. No, again, John, I'm just saying I've rooted for LOZ to be and take that next step. It just hasn't happened. So I'm just hoping that there is more to it this season than we've seen in the past, because
John said they went 7-3 before.
really? What season was that, John? 7-3. Really?
He said before, so that must meant that might have meant the first couple seasons or something. But
Okay. I mean, I remember they made it to the.
you caught that? Huh?
They made it to the first split championship. Remember when we had, because people clowned the best of the rest, and but they lost to the 0-10 P&F in the championship. So
Lorenzo said it was the season that he was a defensive MVP.
Lorenzo, that ain't no Lorenzo. That's Blaze.
Just going by what's the name say on
I
the
see
on
the
the
name,
thing.
but that's Blaze.
That's all I got to go on.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't remember that season, but okay. So, all right. So 7-3. That's what's up. So I think it would take another 7-3 to repeat that. No, LOZ won't end when we had 5 teams flip. LOZ first season we had 8. Okay.
Can anybody go undefeated in that division?
In the comp division, never. No one has ever went undefeated. Outsiders came closest last season when Andrew made that spectacular catch and took it in for the touchdown. That was their only loss. So, Zoo Atlanta says he's finna go wild. Interesting. You mean you're gonna go wild against Shockwave, Zoo? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Blaze, you want to give us a record? You want to predict your record at the end of the season? Ramel, you want to so boldly take that step and say what Outsiders' record's going to be? Hey, anybody, tell us what you think your record going to be so we can mark it down.
Interesting.
Interesting. Give me your top 4 at the end of the season, Angelo. Just blindly.
In the comp?
In the pro.
In the pro?
Uh-huh. The top 4 in the playoff. The 1, 2, 3, 4 seed.
Well, let me ask this question.
No.
Okay. You already answered that question. All right. I would say 4-4.
Uh-huh. That's extremely bold, since that y'all don't play with 10 games. But hey, if you can go 12-0, more power to you.
Who said that? Who said they're gonna go
Zoo
undefeated?
Atlanta.
Do it.
They said 12-0 in a 10-game season. That's impressive.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's gonna be an interesting division, man.
Dwayne, give me your top 4.
That's gonna be a tough one now, because I see it's gonna be so many games of matchups in that division. You know what I mean?
Okay, United says they're going 9-1. My top 4, and we ain't got down there. Hold on, we in the pro. So my top 4 is gonna be Georgia Elite, Outsiders, Rare Form, and Joe World.
All right, I'll go with your top 4. I roll with you, Dan. I agree. I agree.
No, give me your top 4. You know I can't say what y'all can say, so I gotta say it like that. So you give me your top 4.
No, I'm with you. I agree. I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. Whatever, those top 4, I'm with you all the way. I know, right, John? Where do you go for that? Hey, just roll with it. I'm with you. That rock.
So we go ahead, Dwayne. You was giving us your top 4 in the comp division.
Hey, who's gonna be the quarterback for Zoo Atlanta?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before we get there.
Huh? Go ahead. Raiders fly by night. Who else?
Dwayne, we said callers said that they're trying to call in. Is the phone working? Okay, so he said Raiders, fly by night.
Who was that, Dwayne?
So Dwayne says United, Swamp Bucks, Fly By Night, and Georgia Raiders are his top 4. Angelo?
I got DOA,
Uh-huh.
Raiders,
Uh-huh.
United,
Uh-huh.
Fly By Night. Fly By Night, Swamp Bucks, I think, are interchangeable.
Okay.
Depending on how they show up. You know what I mean?
I got
Who were trying to steal your QB?
United, Paid in Full, TYB, and Zoo Atlanta.
You got who?
United, Paid in Full, TYB, and Zoo Atlanta. Those are my preseason top 4.
Copy that. Oh, Ramel, don't do them like that, man. Y'all just can't
You see
win
what
that
happened?
ship. Don't do them like that. You just can't win the ship over there, man. Don't dog them like that, man. Show them boys some love. Show them love. My boy K-Dub say, show love.
Vegas odds will be back. They've reached out and said they want to put their predictions out there again this year. So we're excited that they wanted to come back for the 10th season. So we're going to see what Vegas has to say.
Hey, unmute this real quick, man. I want to hear this jump live. Yeah, I can't.
What is this?
MVP. Yeah,
They're about to announce
yeah,
the
turn
NFL
down.
MVP.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Vegas got to say.
Who y'all got in this MVP race, guys? Josh or Lamar? Type your comments in. Let us see.
Please leave the room. Yeah, man.
Look at him. Wanting to win. Bad.
Oh, you want it bad, man. It is. When you not in New Orleans, what else you got to look forward to? He skipped the Pro Bowl.
But we know he's not gonna win it. Why are you even reading him?
They're reading everybody that's in the vote in the voting. That's all. It'd be dope if you won it though. I ain't gonna lie.
That'd be NFL history. No one's ever won the offensive player and the MVP, have they?
Really? I don't know the answer to that. That's a good question.
I think that would be the surprise.
That would be the shocker, actually. So United going 9-1. Oh, he said 12-0 is the score versus Shockwave. You gotta say you're going 12-0. You say you're gonna beat us 12 zip.
Oh, okay.
Let's when that game come around, that'll be the 100 push-up bet right there. I don't like to put no money on. People can't handle money bets, but we can definitely bet the push-ups on that one. 12 zip. That ain't gonna happen.
I think you should bet him, Sydney, that if when y'all beat them 12 zip, that he has to come here with his Zoo Atlanta jersey on for the next podcast.
I'm gonna wear the Zoo Atlanta jersey and hat. Give me a hat too. Y'all beat that 12 zip, man. I put up on that one.
Josh Allen has won the NFL MVP.
That's good. Good for him. I'm good with that.
Lamar isn't
They
there.
weren't gonna allow the three-peat. See, the Chiefs are gonna lose Sunday. The three-peat's just not gonna happen. They just stopped the three-peat on the MVP, and they stopped the three-peat on the doggone. We're gonna stop the three-peat in the Super Bowl.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm good with that pick. I spoke on it earlier.
He say bet money.
I don't take people money, bro. Too much controversy. Take the push-ups. Oh yeah, I got some folks on the team that bet the money now. Amos will definitely put up on it.
He said somebody tried to steal his quarterback.
I asked him who the somebody is. You can't share your push-ups, bro. I don't need to share my push-ups, man. I'm 54 years old, man. I do 54 push-ups 5 days a week, every morning. So I'm good. Don't get this junk twisted. I'm just telling you now. Don't get that twisted now. Every morning, 5 days a week. So just so you know, I don't have to share mine. Just make sure you can do yours. That's the question.
The Vikings coach got Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell, that won that minute ago.
Okay, interesting. Wow, so we got some.
12 zip. I like it though. I like your confidence, buddy.
You like that confidence?
I like it. I respect anybody got confidence in their squad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You know, I'm gonna post that junk to my squad.
Is that bulletin board material?
We need stuff like that. We need motivation sometimes, man. You know what I mean? So, that's the motivation. We need that junk.
Sydney, who y'all got that's gonna who gonna be taking out Dwayne? Cause Dwayne on the line. Who you got to cover? Oh, you say you doing it, Sydney? Sydney, you say you taking out Dwayne. You too old. He said, Dwayne, you too old. That's what Sydney said.
Wipe that, baby. I like it, man. fiance. Okay.
So that's week 1 schedule. The times will be plugged in at some time later over the weekend. Also, though, but the first event of the season we have to kick off the 10th season is we have our scavenger hunt at Atlantic Station. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to participate. And basically, you're going to be in there searching for the grand prize, which is half off of the league
He
registration.
said we're not blocking him. Free rush every play. We're not blocking who? City said we're not blocking him?
Yeah. Okay.
He's so smart, he gonna take himself out the play. He's gonna erase himself. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna erase himself out the play.
But to answer your question, Dwayne, yes, everything is in Atlantic Station. You won't have to go out of Atlantic Station area to get all the stuff. You just require 3 players per team, no more, no less, in your team jerseys. And it'll start at 12 o'clock. And
So that means Sidney's acknowledging that he's a rusher and not another position. Especially
yeah, we
understanding.
definitely know Sydney is not the quarterback.
Okay.
Definitely.
Or the linebacker.
They would probably go 0
or
15
the
if he was a
safety or
quarterback.
any other position. He's acknowledging that he's going to be the rusher. All right, I just want to make sure.
He might play multiple positions,
I'm just, I just like to
but I
just have
mean,
context for conversation.
Dwayne is just too slow to stop him.
I got $100 on myself in a race, a foot race. How about that?
Sidney, Dwayne says
Years old, 41.
he has $100 on himself versus you in the 40-yard dash foot race.
If you want to do 100 or 40, whatever distance you want.
John says, so Atlanta better back up all this talk. Yeah, John. He's speaking on the big talk early, ain't he? But I like it. I like it. Cause we're gonna definitely be on a Zoo Atlanta weekly watch. hey, I like it. Cause we're gonna be on a watch. Zoo Atlanta, as the flag football thing says, you're on the clock. You're on the clock. We're gonna be watching. Just don't fall into that long list of teams that did the same similar things. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, I think we've had 4 of them, at least. That were 0-10. I can think of 4.
He said 100 per sack versus Zoo.
Wow.
I want to stick.
Who?
I want
Wait a
to
minute,
stick to
Sidney.
the. I want to
Which
stick to the
Which
12
side? 100 per sack for Shockwave sacking Zoo, or Zoo sacking Shockwave?
It can be an individual battle. I bet it. Tell him. I got
One-on-one. James said, Dwayne said, we talking about individual.
you rushing versus me rushing, and you blocking versus me blocking. I take me all day and twice on Sunday. Matter of fact,
Y'all got another? Do y'all have another center on low?
No, listen.
Huh?
I play center and block.
Nah, I want to move you to the outside and let Sidney line up over top of you unimpeded.
The rush up the middle. I want the rush up the middle. I'm gonna beat you snapping and blocking. That's how good I am.
He said, we not blocking Dwayne. He too slow. Okay. Hey,
That's-
keep that same energy, Sid.
Week 3, you'll see.
Keep that same.
Week
Keep
3,
that same
you will see.
Keep that same energy. I want you to do that. Just do it one play, 'cause I don't believe you're gonna really do it. Do it your one play.
Bring my money in ones, man.
Look at Bill Belichick, young girl, boy. Look at Bill. Show him, Bill. I love it. I love it. Dwayne versus Zoo with the free rush every. All right. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Joe, that ain't gonna, yeah. It might be 12 zip, but it ain't gonna be the way he thinking.
This is gonna be interesting.
It ain't gonna be the way he thinking.
This is gonna be exciting.
All right, so you got the what's it called again?
Oh yeah, the scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
So like I said, it's you got to sign up by tomorrow. End of day tomorrow. It's like I said, it's free for the team. The team that wins will win half off their league registration, and there'll be a couple of bonuses throughout the scavenger hunt where you could win like maybe free ref fee 1 week or some other little things within it. Leading up to the big prize. It starts at 12 o'clock at Atlanta Station. It'll run 12 to 3 at the max, or if someone,
What's the date again?
the 16th, next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
And then, what else we got? We're planning something for the season opener as well, so we're just waiting on some finalization for that. Then, of course, we'll kick off our 7-man league on the 12th. Yeah, that Wednesday night we'll have our 7-man league kicks off as well. And then that Thursday, our softball league kicks off. And then we have another league that we are planning in the planning stages of, but I'll wait before I release that. That'll probably come out either sometime between now and next week. Yeah, so got a good season coming up for you guys.
Sound like it. Man, I wish I could get some time to play some softball, man. I miss playing softball. I say it every year too.
Yeah, come on out there. Come on out there. It's fun. It's fun. Thursdays. Well, but early Thursdays.
Yeah.
We'll be playing at Carver again. We got that secured. So, yeah.
Appreciate that, Ramel. Say pray for all great football and injury-free games. All love until we meet. Amen. Amen, brother. You're right about that. This has been an exciting season. I'm happy we finally got one league in so we can stop all that nonsense. Now we can play some good football. Everybody can represent accordingly. Games are going to be at Carver and McNair.
Games will be
correct?
at Carver and McNair, yes.
All right. Is there any up front? Is Watch going to be there? Is anything we got to do to get that going? Is you putting up anything? Are the teams putting up anything? Or how's that going to go? Or is there any word on that yet?
Well, we're working on, Watch is planning to be there.
Okay.
We would love to be able to have, he has been searching. I've put some stuff out. We've not been able to find someone willing to come out for free, like everybody think that people are going to do. But, we're trying to do our best to be able to get a second person so that we can have, a camera at the other field, 100%. Well, the camera at the opposite field, because right now we have him rotate. I'm not going to exclusively put him at pro or at comp. We'll rotate him. So, now if teams were willing to put up, I'd say about $50 a piece, we could probably hire someone to probably try to come out for the, maybe we get a small intern or something to come out to pay, but no one's coming out for free. And so I hesitate to try to require you all to pay anything extra because Lord knows I don't need nobody talking about, I'm adding $50 so I can go on a ski trip with y'all video fees.
Yeah. But, your money grab.
But, if that's something that, everybody's interested in, if you can come up with another $50 a team, we can probably come up with another cameraman so that we'll have at both fields. So. Oh, they shot that down quick. Actually, it was a 1-vote loss.
But I'm saying maybe look at $50 toward Watch.
You're right. We can put that in the captain's chat and see. So yeah, you can drop that in there, Dwayne. You're in there and ask, and we'll take count of what we got and then see what we can do.
That'd be dope. Go put the money where the mouth is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's where we at right now. I'm excited. Well, we're coming in with one unified lead.
All right, coming in hot. Good deal, man. So the season starts on
March the 9th.
March the 9th.
Season starts March 9th.
So that's about, what, a month away now?
It's a month away.
About a month away.
So I do have, I put up flyers to recruit new players. If you guys, you're welcome to use the flyer to post it on your own social media pages to attract new players for your particular teams. I'm just putting out there for the league because I know everybody's looking for free agents. So definitely share that around just so somebody will see it. Also, for those that have been interested in the cruise that we've partnered with the other leagues to get them on board to make a huge flag football cruise. Tomorrow's the last day to lock in the rates for $50. And then the remaining balance is due in payments. We've already secured 10 cabins so far. Say it again. Can you get a suite? Yeah, you can get a suite. They have suites available. I mean, not at the rates listed, but you would just have to let me know that you want a suite, and then I can call in and see what they have. But yeah, you can get a suite. They have suites. Yeah. So that's all we got for this week. We'll probably have some more updates by next week, but yeah, that's all I got today. Anybody saying anything in there before we leave?
All right, that's interesting, man. Looks like it's gonna be a fun season. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing the new teams. Looking forward to seeing the old rivalries. Looking forward to seeing how these different matchups are gonna go.
They want money, Sydney. We've went that route. Y'all, you ain't saying nothing new. They want money. Even an intern ain't coming out there from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. for free. Ain't that many credit hours available. For all of you people that think that people will be willing to do this for free, please go and find that free person and send them to us.
Because not one of y'all would do it for free. So why would you expect somebody else to do it for free? Yeah, the reality of it. But if you want the quality, man, we can secure it. Some of y'all got 20 and 30 man rosters, man. $50 should be nothing for 20, 30 man roster, but talk is cheap. Y'all know how that go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good deal. Anything else, James?
Now that's it for this week. Yeah, that's it for this week.
Yeah, Charles. Old Sydney say he gonna be the 12 zip, brother. You want to bet on it and everything. Say he gonna give Dwayne a free rush. All kinds of good stuff, man. Very interesting. The individual matchup camera, huh? Not the GoPro. I love it. All right, so we got the scavenger hunt next Sunday, February 16th at noon.
12 o'clock, yes.
12 noon. 3 players per team.
3 players per team.
And what's the prize?
Half off league registration.
Half off league registration. That's enough to take the challenge. I was hoping we brought back Family Feud, man. I wanted some redemption. I wanted some redemption on Family Feud, man. I'm still disappointed about that turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep that in mind. Family Feud. We want Family Feud back next season.
Okay.
He said Bill Belichick.
Maybe we'll do a Family Feud play-in. Yeah, whoever at the end of the bottom of the roster, you play Family Feud for a chance to go to the playoffs.
God no. God no.
Yeah. All right.
All right, well, good deal, man. With that being said, man, I guess we read all the comments. Looking forward to a month away, man. Everybody get ready, stay healthy, man. When it's time to hit the field, everybody do what they're supposed to do. Jane gonna break down all those rules again, I'm sure, closer we get to game time. But, yeah. That's it for ATL Flag Football Podcast, man. Don't forget the scavenger hunt on February 16th. I need to post that in the Joey, we need to post that in the chat, man, so we get 3 people out there to do that. I bet. All right, man.
All right.
That being said, man, ATL Flag Football Podcast, and we out. Peace.